Tale of a Tale. An extract from Winnie the Pooh by A. Milne. The grey donkey Eeyore stood by himself in a corner of the forest and thought about things. Sometimes he did not quite know what he was thinking about. So when Winnie the Pooh came stumping along, Eeyore was very glad to stop thinking for a while, in order to say, "How do you do?" in a gloomy manner. "And how are you?" asked Winnie the Pooh. Eeyore shook his head from side to side. "Not very how," he said. "I don't seem to have felt at all how for a long time." "Oh dear," said Pooh. "I am sorry about that. Let's have a look at you." So Eeyore stood there, gazing sadly at the ground, and Winnie the Pooh walked all around him once. "Why, what's happened to your tail?" he said in surprise. "What's happened to it?" asked Eeyore. "It isn't there." "Then what is?" "Nothing." "That explains everything. No wonder," said Eeyore gloomily. "You must have left it somewhere," said Pooh. These notices had been written by Christopher Robin, who was the only one in the forest who could spell. Winnie the Pooh called out in a very loud voice, "Owl, I need an answer. It's Bear speaking." The door opened, and Owl looked out. "Hello, Pooh," he said. "How are things?" "Terrible and sad," said Pooh, "because Eeyore has lost his tail, and he is mourning about it. So could you very kindly tell me how to find it for him?" "Well, the thing to do is to issue a reward," said Owl. "We write out notices to say that we will give a large prize to anybody who finds Eeyores' tail. Come and look at my notices," said Owl. So they went outside. Pooh looked at the bell pull, and he felt that he had seen something like it somewhere else sometime before. "It reminds me of something," he said, "but I can't remember what. Where did you get it?" "It just came across it in the forest," Owl said. "It was hanging over a bush, and I thought at first somebody lived there. So I rang it, but it came off in my hand. And as nobody seemed to want it, I took it home and—" Owl said solemnly, "You made a mistake. Somebody did want it." "Who?" "Eeyore. My dear friend Eeyore. He was fond of it." So Pooh unhooked Eeyore's tail and carried it back to Eeyore. And when Christopher Robin nailed it back in its right place again, Eeyore frisked about the forest, waving his tail happily.